The aircraft's going to be taxiing a little way along the runway, I believe, prior to getting airborne, and this is to demonstrate the relatively short distance in which the aircraft can take off. And this is an attribute that the Swedish Saab company has built into a succession of its jet fighters. Sweden having always been a country with very demanding requirements for its frontline jets. Of course, it can be a rather inhospitable place in which to operate, with ease of maintenance in quite extreme conditions and short field takeoff and landing capabilities very much to the fore. Nonetheless, this isn't an aircraft that's compromised in any way. Yes, it's a single-engined aircraft, but as we're about to see demonstrated by the Swedish Air Force, a very potent one that puts on a performance that belies the aircraft's power and size. And so, about to roll from F7 wing of the Swedish Air Force, the Saab JAS-39C Gripen. Air-to-air and air-to-ground in the case of the Swedish Air Force, but also reconnaissance and anti-shipping strike added into that equation. But unlike its Saab predecessors, such as the 35 Draken and the 37 Viggen, the Gripen hasn't just sold to Sweden, but also a succession of international customers. And we expect Peter to now come in, rolling in through 180 degrees prior to his inverted pass. and more range. And that aircraft has been bought by the Swedes and also by the Brazilian government. The aircraft thus becoming Brazil's next new fighter.
Qu'est-ce qu'on gagne à F-35?
There are 3 wings of Gripen in the Swedish Air Force, 2 operational units of Rendezvous and Milior. And the wing at F7, from which this aircraft comes, also has a division in it that provides the operational conversion unit, teaching new Gripen pilots not just from Sweden but also from foreign operators. This is a type that, like the Typhoon, made its combat debut during Operation Unified Protector in Libya in 2011. Though the Swedes were restricted to non-offensive sorties, they helped enforce the no-fly zone and performed reconnaissance missions. But of course, for the Swedes, a big task is the QRA, the Quick Reaction Alert, air policing of their own airspace. Of course, they're close to Russia, and the number of scrambles that these aircraft have been forced to perform in recent years has really been on the rise. They did around 330 in 2015 alone. Now, at the slow from the right. Really nice, crisp handling in evidence throughout this display.
Yeah, fantastic. And I think the flat displays are very, very demanding on the crews. Unlike the full displays, where there's a little respite during some of the vertical manoeuvres, the G is pretty much on this aircraft for about 90% of this display. G up to 9G. And bear in mind, this guy's helmet mask assembly weighs about 3 pounds. So whilst pulling 9G, that's the equivalent of 27 pounds that his neck is supporting. No surprise that from joining the Royal Air Force, or the Swedish Air Force, or any other air force to the completion of fighter pilot training, your neck size goes up by 2 inches.
So here it is in for what should be a fairly short landing. Indeed, we see the aircraft's ability to stop in not very much at all. An excellent display from Captain Pedro Fabian of F7 wing of the Swedish Air Force in Sweden on the start of JAS-39C. And great opportunity being applied back to
The name of the aerobatic team Orly derives from the name of the aircraft PZL-130 Orly, which is the Polish double-seat turboprop trainer used for the basic and intermediate training of cadets. It's equipped with the Canadian Pratt & Whitney PT6 engine.